2020 was going to be my year. I pictured myself heading into San Francisco with a camera and racing across the bridges and doing all sorts of cool things while writing fiction like this world had never seen before. I'd drive over the water as the sun went down. When I got home, I'd power up my laptop, write, edit, and become famous, make millions, and maybe buy a Tesla. But things haven't played out like that. I woke up this morning feeling a bit drained, and as the rain started to fall, a gradual hopelessness set in. I couldn't help but think how boring certain parts of my life had become. Growing up, I knew without a shred of doubt that I would change the world. But as I unpacked groceries, I couldn't help but feel like time was slipping away from me. When I was younger, inspiration always came easy. There was this invisible switch in my head that I could flip at any moment, and I'd fill up with excitement and stories and action and tragedy and hope. I've been having trouble finding that switch lately, and I have to confess, I was starting to wonder if my life had been reduced to house chores. To be honest, I felt guilty even thinking this. My life isn't bad. I've got a great kid. I've got a great wife. We have a roof over our heads, and for the most part, we do all right. I shouldn't really be complaining. But as I watched the laundry spin around, I couldn't help but think I'd lost my way somehow, and that if I didn't do something fast, I'd never become the artist I wanted to be. As I wallowed away in my office, being depressed, I looked over this mouse pad my mom had given me. It had this quote on it from Oliver Wendell Holmes, who I'm told is a distant relative of mine. He had some good advice. Greatness is not in where we stand, but in what direction we are moving. We must sail sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it, but sail we must, and not drift, nor lie at anchor. I've been studying great artists all my life. I've probably done too much study and could have written half a dozen more books if I stopped reading so much about how others did it. A lot of people seem to get inspiration from pain. It's never worked that way for me. I've always found my artistic spark to come from the happy times in my life, like when my brother gave me this typewriter at my wedding. I kept it next to my writing desk to remind myself that someone believed in me. I also have this book my wife gave me for Father's Day. Andy, you are an incredible husband and father. We cannot ask for a better man in our lives. We want you to know just how much we love and appreciate you. You make us so happy and only sometimes mad. You make us laugh and only sometimes cry. You are strong, resilient, and kind. Thank you for being the man you are. I am so excited for our future. We are going to take over the world together. We love you so much. Much love, your girls. Looking back at the promises I'd made my wife when we first got married, and the memories tied into my old typewriter, helped break me out of my rut. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. There is work to do and stories to tell. I think being an artist is a lonely path to walk, and the only way to navigate it is if people believe in you. I was reminded that I'm surrounded by people who love me, and that made me realize I shouldn't just be writing for myself. I should be writing for them too.